I suffered so much pain.
So much pain.
So much pain.
I suffered so much pain. I was 14 years old.
I was 16 years old.
I was 16.
17.
14 years old.
This is me.
This was me.
This is me. When I met Jeffrey Epstein.
This is me when I met Jeffrey Epstein.
There are about 1,000 of us.
1,000?
It's time to bring the secrets out of the shadows. It's time to shine a light into the darkness.
Yeah, I hate this government, man, because now they just passed a bill to release the Epstein files.
Uh-oh.
That's a good thing, though.
They've been at it.
Yeah, they've been at it. But this is the difference between under the Trump administration, they're going to get released. Under the Biden administration, they weren't. Trump's going to be the one to always, he going to take the rap for it. He wants them hidden. But under his administration, they're getting released. But nobody said a word about this under Biden. But they're getting released, guys. This is what we all wanted. Both sides.
Now it is a catch to it.
Speaker Johnson warning before House votes on releasing Epstein files, the Democrats are rushing the release of thousands of unsubstantiated documents that may be included in this that are going to be in the public domain with the passage of this bill. What the hell that mean?
I mean, I think that, remember, this administration also ran on being crystal clear and transparent. So any documents that are going to get released, let them be released.
I agree. Just release it all.
But the Democrats are rushing the release of thousands of unsubstantiated documents that may be included in this, that are going to be in the public domain with the passage of this bill. And there are serious deficiencies in the legislation that I have noted at length, and Republicans have to work to address those deficiencies in the Senate if and when this legislation is advanced.
What I didn't know, it was some House Democrats that had text messages with Jeffrey Epstein.
They did. He was talking about how they could defeat Trump in the 2016 election.
I mean, we don't hear much about that.
I wonder why.
This was when Barack Obama was president of the United States. And while we were once driving through a struggling neighborhood in Chicago, he commented that only black people could live that way. Attorney-client privilege, yes, I will turn it over.
You, as my friend Mr. Meadows pointed out, misled this committee even today in a written submission that contradicted your testimony. You have suggested you are going to review that. Are you going to review it in our next break to correct the record, yes or no?
Yes.
Question, you helped out the president's campaign or were involved in the campaign as a representative, as a spokesman, even in your words today. It was your idea for the campaign dating back to 2011. Is that accurate, yes or no?
Yes.
Mr. Weisenberg and other individuals, Ms. Rona. Who are those individuals? Are they with the Trump organization?
They are.
Are there other people that we should be meeting with?
So, Alan Weisselberg is the chief financial officer.
You got to quickly give us as many names as you can so we can get to them.
Yes, ma'am.
Is Ms. Rona, what is Ms. Rona's position?
Rona Graff is Mr. Trump's executive assistant.
And would she be able to corroborate many of the statements that you've made here?
Yes, her office is directly next to his, and she's...
Now we see it.
Epstein, good work.
Now, what is Jeffrey Epstein doing texting somebody in the house, guys?
When he's not even an official.
The theory of him being a foreign intelligence agent just looks even more real now. Seeing this, because how is he texting someone in the House of Representatives?
This is his final arrest was in 2019, July 6th.
This was in 2019.
This was February 27th.
Oh, so this is before. So I was wondering, okay, why is he so involved in the government?
Bro, he's rich. He's a donor. Hey, when you put money behind them campaigns, you got power.
Which they also found
money is power.
So he's fighting he didn't want Trump elected.
No. He said Trump is the most evil person he knows. And Democrats are like, oh, even Jeffrey Epstein thinks Trump is bad. I think of an evil person that we're all in agreement is bad is saying someone's bad. I don't think that's something that should be praised. All right, guys, this Saturday we are relaunching the Can't Fold store. So everybody go click that link in the description and make sure you sign up and join our email list. We have a very limited supply. Everything is high quality. We got a Black Friday sale. And if you join the email list, you'll be notified and be the first ones to find out.
The Democrats' main argument a lot of the time for Trump was, the Epstein list. But Epstein was siding with the Democrats trying to stop Trump from getting elected. And on top of that,
they had the list. They were sitting on all this stuff for years and years and years.
Y'all are contradicting yourselves.
And look, here they are on the phone, News Nation, with Mark Epstein, right? Should we believe him? Jeffrey Epstein hated Trump, so now we're supposed to believe Mark Epstein, right?
But look what he said, though. There's a facility in Virginia, and they're scrubbing Republicans' names out.
Another smear.
But why would we trust what he says?
Why would we believe him if Jeffrey don't like Trump?
Why would we not believe Mark?
Why would we, though?
Why would we?
Your brother is a pedo, so you weird too, to me.
I want them to find some Republicans, like we just found that Democrat, texting Jeffrey Epstein during a whole hearing. I don't want to hear shit about a Republican name being wiped out. We just seen a Democrat texting Jeffrey Epstein.
They were plotting.
We're going to get to Larry. We're going to get to this guy.
Oh, Larry.
So I don't want to hear none of that shit. So now they're going to come out and say, oh, they have a facility that Republicans' names are being wiped out. Oh, we just saw a whole Democrat texting Jeffrey Epstein. So no, hell no, I don't believe no damn Mark Epstein.
I think it's bad on both sides. I think both sides are implicated in this.
And I probably do too, because I mean, this is the government. But at the same time, I want to know the names. I want to know the names. But that lady we just seen, she's guilty. She's for sure guilty. Bill Clinton, guilty.
And they voted to release it. But will it be released?
Oh, we about to see.
And we're gonna see.
I still don't know.
That's the thing. It is. I think it will be, but it's gonna be some bullshit.
It's not gonna be able to.
So. I hope not.
Like, you remember whenever they had all them people out there with the binder? They're like, I ain't got it.
I told y'all.
I ain't got it.
Man, go back and watch that video, y'all. I was calling it out from day when I said that's BS.
Banger tweet.
Imagine being this stupid. The content has gone through more than 3 presidential administrations, 4 attorney generals, 5 FBI directors, countless FBI personnel, all of whom have who have been mostly part of the Get Trump Brigade. And all of that time, especially considering how hard it was for Trump to get access to the files of the beginning of his second term. If anything, they've been scrubbed to remove key Democrats. It's not like the files came from the bottom of the ocean and only Trump's team has been the only ones to touch them. That's a very, very valid point.
Exactly. I want to just please name a Republican. Can we find one that was texting Jeffrey?
What I do want to talk about is I've been recently told the reason they're going to be releasing these things and the reason for the flip is that they're sanitizing these files. There's a facility in Winchester, Virginia, where they're scrubbing the files to take Republican names out of it. That's what I was told by a pretty good source.
Let's trust
That's
you.
what I was told by a source.
Oh, okay. Well, since Mr. Epstein said it, let's believe it. Yeah. Look at that tweet. Saint Epstein and his brother would never lie. They wouldn't plan media bomb emails for a later release date or be used by the MSM to spread BS. Come on, man.
Yeah, bro, this is crazy, guys.
Saint Epstein.
All right, so Larry Summers said he was deeply ashamed of the Jeffrey Epstein emails, and he's basically disappearing, guys.
Well.
Don't hide now.
And on that Netflix documentary we watched of Epstein, he was a donor to their school and their science experiments.
So he was the president of Harvard.
So yeah, him and Jeffrey had a good relationship.
He was deeply ashamed by his relationship. I'm sorry I was friends with the pedo.
Since for decades, Larry Summers has demonstrated his attraction to serving the wealthy and well-connected, but his willingness to cozy up to a convicted sex offender demonstrates monumentally bad judgment. If he had so little ability to distance himself from Jeffrey Epstein, even after all the publicly known about Epstein's sex offenses involving underage girls, then Summers cannot be trusted to advise our nation's politicians, policymakers, and institutions.
You know what's crazy? So they're doing all this framing, and we have yet to see. When was those emails with Donald Trump and Jeffrey? That was what? I think that was a while ago. These people, these Democrats.
They weren't between him. They were about him.
Oh, yeah, exactly, yeah. These Democrats, they were doing this while, I mean, at the end of the Jeffrey, what is it? The
scandal.
Yeah.
While it was going on.
They were doing this
2019.
2019, guys.
We all remember 2019. That wasn't long ago.
Actually, half a decade.
You know what, man? This shit's crazy, man. That's why, actually, though, you know what they actually just came out with? They said that the Donald Trump's assassin had like 17 social media profiles.
17?
Yeah, they came. I think it was 7 or 17.
I thought they said he had none.
No, exactly.
Well, you meant the Charlie Kirk or the Trump?
No, Donald Trump from
they
Butler.
Just came out with that.
Yeah.
Like,
Remember, at first
today.
they were saying he had none.
They scrubbed him.
You know, man, they were scared of Donald Trump, bro.
Of course.
Like, now that I know that Jeffrey hated him that much, And then all these Democrats are trying to frame him, and now they're trying to blow it back on him. This shit's just crazy, bro. It's really deeper than what we think it is.
This is deep.
Because think about it, it's so many rich people. They got the Harvard president involved in this.
Wild.
I'm excited for this to come out, honestly. People need to get their reputations ruined. If you are a pedo,
but that's
we need
why,
to know.
to me, it doesn't look good that Trump is bashing MTG, because it's like MTG.
That's behind something else, though.
But I feel like she just been one of the listed. Well, I guess the
it's behind
H1B1,
something else.
H1B1.
It's not. It's behind Israel. That's what it's behind.
Yeah, but we need you to be American first at this period of time. Trump went, especially when this type of stuff going on. Now it's making it look like you might be on the list. You know?
Nah, I don't think it's nothing to do with the list.
Yeah, it's not. It doesn't. But still, though.
I mean, some of the conspiracies with that country and the list are,
But hey, Trump
pretty blatant.
Trump asked Pam Bondi to get the Justice Department on top of this. So I just don't think Trump would do all of that, and he's on top of that. He's in that list. And I don't think, honestly, I would try to become the president of the United States if I knew I did something like that.
Yeah.
So it's like, it just doesn't correlate.
That's going to come out.
This is just all smears from the Democrat guys.
Why didn't they release it under Obama? Who can debunk that one?
Or Biden.
Well, I can't wait for this, man.
Obama wasn't the president.
Yeah, I'm in Biden.
So but look, that's the thing though. So when it comes out, and some of these Democrats, we're gonna see people fleeing probably. If
they're
they
gonna
come
flee
out
to some islands.
The little St. Jeff.
You see already what they're trying to say, what Mark's trying to say, and then they got a lot of engagements. Republicans are being scratched off the list. So if the list got a lot of Democrats and they got a few Republicans, they're gonna say they scratched the Republicans off.
Oh, I didn't think of that.
That's what they're gonna do.
They're gonna have something.
But let's believe Mark Epstein.
I want to see a Bill Clinton in there. Jeffrey Epstein had a picture of him in a dress in his house. So what's that about?
That you should have to go to jail for that alone.
They said he had stupid money in there. They said he just had money stacked to the ceiling in his house.
So what they do with the money?
They seized it
and did what with it?
Who knows?
Let's get Jeffrey Epstein's wife or his partner in crime out to see who really she's gonna tell the truth.
Man, she talking about she want to be released.
Let's release all the people that were involved. And they might tell the truth.
They talking about she want to be released. They just gave her a dog in jail.
Damn, they treating her that good?
She snitched.
Oh, yeah, that's what they do.
She talked. She
rolled.
rolled.
Black and mild and a Coca-Cola.
She talking about I want to be free. Hell no. I'm pretty sure Epstein's lawyer Dershowitz was like Trump should look into freeing her. Hell no. She needs to rot.
I yield myself such time as I may consume.
The gentleman is recognized.
We all support holding bad guys accountable, and we're all going to vote for this resolution. But I think a little perspective is important. Democrats have spent 6 months talking about Epstein, even though they had 4 years to do something about it. Now, why would they do that? Why would they do that? Maybe it's to go after President Trump. Never forget, they shut down the government for 43 days. They said, don't worry about our military. Don't worry about air traffic controllers. Don't worry about our economy. Don't worry about American families. No, no, no. Close the government for a month and a half because it might hurt the president. For the past decade, there's been one constant for Democrats. One constant. Go after Trump. They spied on his campaign. Then it was Mueller. Then it was impeachment 1. Then it was impeachment 2. Then it was all the lawfare. Alvin Bragg, Fonnie Willis, Letitia James. Then it was Arctic Frost investigation at the Justice Department, surveilling United States senators and congressmen, and a whole host of other Americans. Then it was Jack Smith and his gag orders and his raiding President Trump's home. Then it was a 43-day shutdown, and now it's Epstein. And by the way, the same party that did all that, they were also the ones who were texting with Mr. Epstein during a hearing where Michael Cohen was their witness in another effort to go after the president. Americans see through it all, and frankly, it's actually kind of sad. This obsession, this syndrome, this mindset that says we got to go after President Trump no matter what that they have.
I thought he was going to say, I do like what he said. That's pretty much everything we said, but I thought he was going to say, exactly why do they want the files to be released now? Is this some stuff being scratched off? How is this going to hurt Trump? Maybe is it because they're like, oh, Trump didn't release it, we did.
They just think his name's going to be in it.
People do think that.
We'll see, though. I just want to know, the fact that
that's gonna
it's
be bad.
taking so long to release it, after promising to release it, people are like, oh, they're hiding something. It leads one to believe something's being hid. So I just think it's long overdue. It should have been released.
So when Trump's name is not in it, is that gonna look bad on the Democrats again? Is that gonna be like the final straw?
Yeah, because that's what they're praying at night.
Trump's a pedo. I've been seeing Democrats cry about that all on the timeline. I hear people crying about that in the barbershop.
People think that shit is actually believable.
They do. So that's why I say, is this gonna be just the final finale, guys?
I was talking to some of my older family members. They said, hey, rich people, they just do what they want. He was probably getting it off to the kids. I said, you really believe that? I said, if that was true, why didn't Biden and them release it? Oh, he's not that kind of guy. I said, oh yeah, shut your ass up.
All right, guys, just let us know what y'all think Democrats are fleeing, and let us know what y'all think in the comments about everything, guys. We're gone.
Jesus Christ is King of Dearborn, Michigan. Jesus Christ is King of Dearborn, Michigan. Pick up your crosses and walk, America. Do not be asleep. Wake up before the giant of Islam crushes you. Let's roll. Streets of Dearborn. We're taking the streets of Dearborn.
He got meat in his hand.
It's bacon.
That's crazy.
I believe they're going to cancel the 6:30 City Hall meeting because everybody's chimping the f*** out. They're chimping the f*** out. I don't have bananas. Chill out. I don't have bananas. This is not America. This is an insurgency. They are taking over our country. They're taking over our country. They want us all dead. Let's go.
It's wild what's happening right now. People are pushing. Whoa. This is Dearborn, Michigan right now.
Yes, this is Dearborn, Michigan. Any racist is not welcome. No races here. If you can't be peaceful, but every race is welcome. If you're a racist, you're not welcome.
At all. We do not.
Every race is welcome.
1, go ahead.
2, 3, our president is a pedophile.
You hope he gets killed because you don't like him? What? That's yeah. You hope he gets killed because you don't like him? Yeah? Is that what Muslims believe? Oh, well, you're a Muslim, right? And you believe it. Why? Do you think maybe it's a value problem? It seems that way. You're not representing your people very well right now. Yeah, so you want him dead because you don't like him. You want him dead because you don't like him. Yeah, right, yeah. Get the out of here. Get away from me.
This is Dearborn, Michigan, guys.
No. Oh, no.
What are those flags?
Islamic flags in the United States.
Oh, no.
I know we can't go.
Why not?
To Iraq?
Why we can't go?
Anywhere in the Middle East.
And do this?
Fly American flags like this?
And Christian flags in Iraq?
Probably not.
They will behead you.
Behead?
Yes!
Oh, wow. I don't understand why they always come to Western countries.
It's better.
Now, I need to be careful with what I say here because speaking on a topic close to this, one time, a couple people were upset with me.
Oh, in the DM?
Yes. During Palestine, Israel, around that time, we were doing that. Ooh, they were mad at me, y'all. But now.
Different Muslims, maybe.
Right. I'm not going to say all of any group of people is one way. So all Muslims are not violent. There are some good Muslim people who believe something different than many of us believe.
And that's okay.
And that is okay. And they are peaceful and they're living their lives. And I have zero issue with that. Y'all do your thing.
Good people.
Good people. But in that same breath, there is only one religion known for blowing things up. And we know who it is. And if you go to their countries and you do this, what will happen to you? In Nigeria, all the Christians being beheaded. Who is that being done by?
Is it Muslims?
Yeah.
Yes.
Muslim Nigerians?
Yeah.
Yes.
Wow.
My grandpa, and I'm passionate about this, guys, because my grandma and grandpa from Africa, Ghana, Africa, they have told stories about them. My great grandpa was a pastor in Ghana, and Muslims would come to his church and get violent and try to kill people. So y'all know where I stand with this. This is not what we want in America.
But
at all.
How do you feel like you're supposed to get to a higher place when you die killing people, though?
I don't know. Ask Osama.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
But they all don't believe that. That's why I started it off with all Muslims don't believe that. But just being honest, if someone comes up to you and says, "Is there a religion known for blowing things up?"
And that's why they used to have that prank. Throw the bag and run. My dad used to cry about that prank.
Oh,
bro.
yeah.
That is a funny prank.
You know what's interesting? I just think that this is crazy that this is an American city.
No,
it's
insane.
It's actually insane.
This is a Christian country.
But we let it go on, bro.
We do. We're a little too soft with that.
It's part of the freedom.
We let them, we did.
Let them in the government.
It's part of the freedom.
And they are the ones who are, bro. I saw Philip Anthony Mitchell even said, he said pretty soon they could make it, because in a lot of these Muslim countries, the Bible is illegal. Christianity is illegal. If you are caught with the Bible or doing anything Christian, they will kill you. They will arrest you.
That's scary.
So in America, not only do we allow it, we allow it to take over full cities and elect them into our government. Nah, bro, I'm drawing a line. I don't care what y'all say. Mondami, not with that.
Did we let them change the Minnesota flag?
They changed them. Yes, they did.
Yeah.
Do you think that would happen in any of their countries?
It's interesting because,
no, it wouldn't.
Because this is Dearborn, but in the city in Minnesota has a bunch of Somali Muslims. I saw they posted a picture of the classroom. It was all Somali kids. Some of them were wearing those, what is it, where they put it on their head? Yeah.
Man, so these guys, these Christian guys that went out there, they're very brave.
They brave, bro.
You know, look, I respect them. I believe in the freedom of this country and the freedoms of America, but I think if you come, you have to assimilate. Like bringing these type of values over here and waving foreign flags, and I just don't get behind that. Like you have to assimilate. Like if you come, you assimilate. Cool, but I mean, I don't know. I think immigration should be curbed.
You cry that our president is a dictator,
but then y'all are coming from countries where
it's actually something like that.
Let me look up a few stats real quick.
And then you're out here flying flags, screaming insane things, shitting on American religion and our flag, and then you say we have a dictator in office? Man, we're bored in America, man.
Aren't we?
I will hurt you. Go back to Europe. That's insane. Wow. Now, mind you, guys, he's a descendant of this country. You know, he did come from, we all know.
Is he? Who is he?
He white, I don't know.
That's not a safe assumption.
That damn sure not. He's more American than them.
Yeah.
Guys, where Christianity is illegal and persecuted, where people are getting violent. North Korea makes sense. Somalia, so let's let them take over. Libya, Eritrea, whatever that is. Somalia. Yemen,
Eritrea,
parts of Nigeria, Pakistan, Sudan, Iran, Afghanistan, all the ands, India, Syria, Saudi Arabia, all the us. Yes.
This is crazy.
Extreme level of persecution.
He said go back to
They can't
Europe.
even get Bibles in these countries.
But you wouldn't even be here if the ancestors from Europe didn't come here. Your ass would still be in one of them stands.
Oh, right, bro.
That's a fact.
That was crazy.
And then they be saying, and then the people on the left be saying, gays for Palestine. Do you know what they would do to you?
Here, and you marry 4 or 5 women, and you outbreed us. You change the law.
It's true.
You make all of our country look like the places that you fled from. We don't want you here. Respectfully, get the out of my country. I don't want you here. I don't want you here.
Oh, shit.
This is our country. And
It's
the
heating
people,
up.
the veterans, the World War II veterans, that's blood has soaked for our constitutional republic, are taking a look around Europe. They're taking a look around America. And they're saying, what the hell did we fight for? We have been taken over without a single shot fired. You guys are outbreeding insidious parasites on the American way of life. You will never look like us. You will never eat like us. You won't build buildings like us. You are nothing. You can build nothing. Just like President Trump's great American friends have said. You guys are not us.
Going
and get
a
the
little
fuck
hard.
out. America first. America only. God bless America. Jesus is king. Jesus is king. Jesus is king. Jesus is king. Jesus is king.
Oh wow, the cops that protect them.
The cops look like they must.
They are.
Jesus is king. Christ is king. Christ is king. America first.
This is crazy.
I live in Detroit. I'll be here tomorrow.
Tomorrow, be here. We're coming to make sure you Muslims don't take over. What are you going to do? What are your boss? 2 billion Muslims feel safe in America.
Go. Keep walking. Let's go. Keep walking. Let's go. You're
We
done.
will
Let's
not
go.
surrender. We will not back down. This is what Muslim America wants us to do. They want us to cower. Christians, stand up. Stand.
Hey, they're right though. I'm sorry. They are right. It seems pretty extreme, but they're right.
Yeah, I agree, honestly.
Bro, they just changed the flag in Minnesota.
I honestly agree with them. The way they articulated it, where they said get the F out and all that isn't gonna be good. But the points they're making, I do agree with.
Ilhan Omar said herself.
I think she's disgusting.
She said herself, I'm gonna bring all my people here.
No, we don't want that, bro. We do not want that. They're going to make Christianity illegal in America if you let them take
And guess
over.
where she's from? Somalia.
If you, I promise you, bro, in some of these Muslim countries, if you could give them a button and say eliminate America, a lot of them are hitting that button. Not all Muslims, but the extreme ones would hit that button. Sorry.
I mean, guys, it's just heating up all over the United States, man. It's been crazy. ICE protests have been going crazy.
Good evening, Jesse. We are only on
that a
day
Cuba
4
flag?
of this operation, and DHS says
is
that
getting bad.
it has already arrested more than 200
Hold on.
illegal immigrants.
I'm sorry. I'm just sorry. The Cuba flag just.
No, I think that was Puerto Rico.
Let me see.
Maybe so.
Good evening, Jesse. We are only
That's
on
Puerto
day
Rico.
4 of this
Okay, where's this other flag?
operation, and DHS says that
couldn't tell.
it
It's
is
like Honduras.
It's like.
But bro, why are they flying these flags?
Yeah, we wouldn't do that.
Bro?
I mean, they don't do that in no other countries.
I don't know why they fly the. Puerto Rico is a U.S. territory.
For
but
real.
I don't understand the other ones.
But it's like, of course,
I don't
these people
understand.
are going to be anti-ICE because they want their people to come.
But wouldn't you want them legally? Just like if anybody else went to another country, they would want you to come legally.
Obviously,
Mexico wouldn't take illegal Americans.
Democrats was almost saying that
They was protesting against it.
Yeah, they were.
Why aren't they racist?
But the thing is, Democrats was almost saying if you make it here, that's legal. Well, technically that is.
No, but it ain't gonna work for me. I'm for legal immigration, but I'm against illegal immigration. Me
too.
I think that's a normal take. There has to be a process.
This is
there
Democrats'
must.
fault. This is Democrats' fault.
Good evening, Jesse. We are only on day 4 of this operation, and DHS says that it has already arrested more than 200 illegal immigrants, and the operation is getting a ton of support as DHS says that many of these people have criminal backgrounds involving things like assault, gang affiliation, drunk driving, and more. But as you can see by this protest, there is also a lot of pushback towards this immigration crackdown.
Cartman
I'll take a
costume.
little walk to show our viewers a better look at this. But right now where we are has been sort of a hot spot for these protests, and that is because we are outside of a Latino bakery here in Charlotte that is temporarily closing, and that's because the owner says that ICE is targeting its customers, and we know that other businesses have closed as well. The school system here says
must be the bodyguard.
21,000
Oh, he's for sure the
kids have been
bodyguard.
absent since this immigration
What flag
crackdown,
is
and the
that?
mayor says that
Where?
people aren't showing up
Oh.
to their jobs, particularly in the housekeeping and
knows?
construction industry. But we have seen a lot of people
Mexican
have
flags.
some pretty tense reactions because of this. We've seen people who spot ICE agents cussing at them, yelling at them.
I ain't gonna lie, y'all. A lot of people gonna probably be upset with me, but I don't care. I'm standing up for what I believe in, bro.
It's a
This
lot
is a
of-
Christian country built on Christian values, and we gonna keep it like that. They want to keep their country Muslim. We want to keep ours Christian. What's the problem with that?
It's a lot of civil unrest going on right now, guys.
Y'all can say, "Oh my gosh, Brock is." I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. We're not doing that over here. We not doing that. Christian men, don't be soft. We saved, not soft.
Oh shit! Somebody got maced.
Yeah, we can't let them take over. They not taking over America. They not doing that.
There's no talk.
That's dead.
Nick Fuentes calling JD Vance's wife a Jade. Like, that's not an argument. Or that how are you supposed to respond to the argument that he has made, for example, that JD Vance is a fat gay race traitor who shouldn't be president of the United States because he's in an intermarriage? Am I allowed to respond to scorn? I feel like scorn is a pretty good response to that, and that doesn't actually deserve a debate or a fulsome discussion. And that, in fact, treating that as though that is a rational idea is a disservice to rationality. But if you treat all forms of that response as cancellation, that's probably how you get to this math.
Did he say that?
Oh, yeah, he said that.
He said that.
He said that he would support Gavin Newsom over J.D. Vance because Gavin Newsom is a white man married to a white woman with white children.
I mean, that's a troll, bro. He obviously wouldn't do that.
No, he's dead ass.
Bro,
he
come
said
on, bro.
interracial marriages are disgusting.
Okay, yes, I've heard him say that.
Yeah, I
but
can't rock with
I don't
him.
think he was joking at all. He was dead ass. I think that's one of his opinions that I personally disagree with.
80% of the stuff that Nick Fuentes says, I don't take serious. Like he might have been a little serious, but there's no way he's gonna support Gavin Newsom over J.D. Vance.
He said he would do that just because he's a white guy with a white.
Okay,
he said
that's
that.
insane.
He said that multiple
at the end of
times. He's
the day-
also
Yeah, I
said
can't rock
that.
with that.
He's also
At
said
all.
that J.D. Vance is bought and paid for by Palantir. That's a different conversation for a different day.
Yeah, but anyways, guys. Well, I guess he's responding because Nick wants to debate him.
He's trying to respond because a lot of people have been calling for Ben Shapiro to debate Nick Fuentes. A lot of people who are pro-Israel have been running a lot of campaigns against people who speak out against Israel, specifically on the right, which is a trend I've noticed. And I just think they're saying if you're not America first if you don't support Israel, and people are taking a lot of issue with that. Rightfully so, in my personal opinion. I also believe that none of the people who are speaking out against the people who are none of the people who have started these campaigns and speaking out against the people who don't support Israel are bigger than them. None of them. And I just believe that this is a huge issue on the right. None of them are more popular than Tucker, Candace, or Nick. I think those are some of the three most popular people on the internet right now.
But
I think the way Candace does it is the best. I think she comes with facts and she's less.
Well, they're not all facts. A lot of it is conspiracy.
I won't say it's conspiracy,
but it's not
it
as
is an
emotional as
investigation.
Nick's to me.
Yes.
I don't know. I think they're pretty similar. I think that she just doesn't say as much shocking stuff as he does. Like, he has almost shock jock level.
But if he said
says.
what he just said, he said.
Oh, he said that.
In the interracial thing.
He says wild stuff.
Then Candace wouldn't say them things.
But the
She
problem
doesn't say those things. Not at all.
The problem to me is that he might be serious. I don't know if he's joking.
Probably
or not.
is dead ass.
Probably serious or not. But why would you even say, "Oh, I can't debate a guy"? Which he probably. I mean, why? Nick does want to debate him, so it's kind of hard because it's like Nick is being comical. So it's like, why even take that into a debating stance? You know, I don't think Nick would come up on stage and say, "Oh, J.D. Vance's wife is this," if he's actually going to debate. You know, like you got to separate content and real debate issues that America's facing. And maybe you know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like him and OT and these people are just saying all the outlandish, why he should be canceled for saying all this outlandish stuff.
I see the point they're making that, he says this wildly offensive stuff that should get him canceled.
You should separate that though, right?
That wildly offensive stuff that he said is part of the reason why he's so popular with his base. Now, whether or not it's logical, moral, whatever, people are listening to it. People are liking it. People are tuning into him more than they're tuning into you. You are one of the most popular, oldest right-wing voices that there is. So I just believe that if you want to have an argument and get people to see that this is not a person they should be following and listening to, you should sit down and debate him. Period.
Yeah, I don't think that I think that he should debate him because honestly, he's a really smart dude who should be really good at debating. So I don't think that not debating him helps your side if he's open to debate. Even though I think it's just because he doesn't want to give him a platform, but he already has a platform.
His platform is huge.
So he might as well debate him.
He gets more views on Rumble, which is a lesser platform than YouTube.
Yeah.
And he gets more views than a lot of these people that are trying to do. He gets more. He ratioed Elon Musk on Twitter. Who is doing that? I try to see one of the pro-Israel accounts say, "Oh, those are bots." Hell no, them ain't bots. Those are not bots.
Yeah, I just think that
they're not.
Like these older people, like Ben Shapiro. I've never seen him laugh. Matter of fact, did he laugh at us with that Tom McDonald video when he rapped? That's the first time I've seen him laugh. That's why I say Ben Shapiro the guy. Like I really do like.
I respect Ben Shapiro.
I respect Ben Shapiro, but it's like to me, it's just two. It's like music. It's two different genres of conservative content. It's comical, like us and Hog Twins, and obviously Nick, and it's informational people like him, Candace Owens, and all these different people. It's a lot of different content, and it's conspiracies like Alex Jones, but you can't take everything he says ultra literal. That's when they're gonna hate him.
But I do think that it's okay to disagree. You don't have to because my position on Nick is I don't agree with a lot of the stuff he says, but I don't think you should cancel anyone. So I do think that if you feel like you can fry him, then go ahead and go and do it then. You can't talk trash about somebody, but you won't debate them.
Listen, I think my number one thing with Nick Fuentes that I resonate with is I've said this even before I was even familiar with his messaging. I'm an America First guy. I said this during the campaign. I've said this when I realized where my political ideologies stand. I'm conservative leaning, America first guy. My ideologies and sentiments with politics will always lean with who puts America first. I think Nick Fuentes is, and I feel like a lot of young people agree with that. And I think that's why, since Charlie Kirk is now deceased, RIP, young people are looking for someone to listen to. They're listening to Nick Fuentes. He's entertaining. His videos are entertaining.
I've been seeing this guy clips everywhere.
When he rants and makes jokes, he's funny. I can't lie. Like when I see his stuff pop up on Instagram Reels, I send it to my homeboys. I'm like, look at this stuff. They laugh. It's funny, bro. This dude is funny.
Who wants to get off work and listen to just informational stuff all the time? Like, I do like Ben. Like some stuff we can go to Ben, but some stuff we want to listen to comedy.
He's educational.
You Nick. You know?
I think he has a bias.
So it's like,
I mean, he has a bias. It's obvious. I mean, and it's sure that's fine. I think Nick Fuentes says wild stuff. But I think that the America First movement and being pro-America is something that a lot of people can resonate with. And I think the reason that they're trying to stop him is because they realize that he's so popular and he's only growing in popularity. And I think the fact that they won't sit down and give us a reason why we shouldn't listen to him, it's just not helping them. They're trying to deplatform Tucker. Tucker was one of the largest conservative voices for years and years and years. Then he got kicked off TV, started his own platform, and has been on fire since.
That everybody did.
He's been on fire since. Like, dude sat down with Russia's president, freaking Vladimir Putin.
That's why I
think that whole thing. Like, you can't like somebody that's touching this level of influence and numbers. You can't just disavow. You can't just.
I don't think
we don't listen to him now. It's not gonna work.
I don't think you have to necessarily agree with all the stuff he says to say that there should still be a debate.
I agree.
That's where I'm at with it.
I just think that
like the interracial marriages and saying that stuff about JD and you would vote for.
He would never win that.
Gavin Newsom and all that.
He can't win
I
that
don't
debate.
rock with none of them.
He can't win that debate. That's what Ben is saying. Like, how can I debate someone that you can't even argue with that? Like, because it's a.
Then go and fry him then.
Like, but I'm saying they're like, so let's talk about.
I don't agree with that statement.
Like, how is Nick going to even debate that? Because it's like he's going to be like, I was wrong. Like, any smart person is going to say, yeah, obviously that's wrong. You know.
But that's why he should do it.
That's why it's like
that's why he should do it.
It's comical, and then it's stuff that he's actually.
But if he wants to debate, then let them debate. I think they should.
I mean, I just like that type of topic being brought up would be stupid because it's like we don't want to hear that. You know, like why do you think interracial? He does. I don't think nobody really believes that shit.
I think he does believe it. You think he don't believe it? Why do you think? What makes you think? Why do you think he does not believe that?
Because a lot of stuff that we say, and I say it do be 100%, it might be in a comical way. He probably does believe it if he's saying what I'm saying.
He does believe it. I believe he believes it.
But I don't think everything.
So I can't rock with that part.
Some stuff is he says that is so far as no way he just like it's not.
I think he believes it
for just like clicks and views and like, bro, this is what this about. You know, when you're a solo, bro, you have to get clicks and you have to say outlandish stuff for people to watch you. So it's like, I don't even know how you're gonna debate someone that makes comical jokes. You know, to me, that's my problem here.
So you don't think they should debate?
I mean, it depends on what it's about. If we're gonna debate about Israel, then okay, yeah, but let's not debate about stuff that I've said that you know. Oh, y'all, you don't like black people? Let's debate about that. That's stupid, in my opinion. But
I think they should debate.
I do think they should debate. I think that's just my thing. I just think there's just so much infighting on the right. I think that if we want to keep the base and you want people to find something to all agree on, you need to be able to debate. Like these constant, like just having to try to tell us to support a foreign nation over our own and saying that we don't love our nation if we don't support this foreign nation is why we got to this place in the first place. So if you really believe that that's what people should believe and there's a prominent voice or multiple prominent voices speaking out against your cause and your only tactic to stop that is to just try to decharacterize them, I just don't think that's gonna work.
It's not.
I don't think it's gonna work, and I think that it's fracturing the base. Yeah, and I'd rather see a debate.
Yeah,
and have people form an opinion off facts rather than this attacking their character.
Because the online war,
this character attacks ain't working.
Online war, they're not winning.
They're not.
Nick is winning.
They're not winning.
So you know,
Candace Tucker and Nick are beating that.
But Candace and Nick are separate to me
for sure.
Because they didn't even agree.
She's been ridiculed. I mean, subject to the same character assassination attempts Tucker has and Nick Fuentes has, and all the same common denominator is that they don't support Israel. So if the character attacks aren't working and we see that they're still wildly popular, I want to see you sit down with these people and debate them. Because people are not going for that.
That's what Candace did. That's what I think men should do. Because Candace and him have the same stance with that. But then a lot of other things they don't have the same stance with. So Candace said, okay, let's sit down and let's debate it.
And the internet, as far as the Republican side, was all agreeing with Nick said.
With Candace?
Yeah. about how the Africans are just goddamn dumber.
I mean, if you look at the IQs in Africa, there it is a lot lower.
That's why
I think it may be just due to their lack of information and
it
poverty.
sounded crazy, but it was hard to debunk. But hey, guys, here, look at Candace.
There's a lot of factors that go into that. Sure, it's definitely facts. I mean, you can look it up. It's factually provable. But I just believe that if we're going to sit here and try to character assassinate people, I'd rather see a debate, because I want to see this infighting on the right stop if we want to see a red wave in the future, because it's fracturing the voters.
It is. So yeah, I do think they need to sit down and debate real topics. Please don't bring up anything he said. I just think that's crazy.
You know, it's interesting because the one person in politics who I think is actually America first is subject to these same character assassination attacks, Thomas Massey.
Yeah, so it's just like, let's not even talk. So if we come on here, let's not make jokes anymore. If all this shit's gonna be serious and we're gonna be sitting here and be
no, but we say what we think. We say what we think.
If we're gonna sit here and
no. But you saying you don't have to like be serious, but you do say what you think. Everything I say on here, I do believe. So if you said that, I'm not just gonna be like, oh, you don't mean that. Yes, you do. Everything I say, I mean. Everything I've ever said on here, I do mean.
Women want to be hard. Is that shit? Do you believe he meant that?
That's an insane statement.
Do you think he meant that?
He might have.
Listen, bro.
I'm gonna take it. If you say something, I'm gonna say you meant it.
It's not my position on this platform to come up here and defend what another man say. I'm not finna sit here and ride for nobody like that. I'm a grown man, like he a grown man. If he want to stand by what he said, that's on him. I'm not finna sit here and defend what he said.
You can't just say he didn't mean that.
I can't speak for another man. That's just not what I do as a man.
If you say it, that's what you said.
That's what I think.
That's just not what I do as a man. And I respect that. That's what you think. But I'm not gonna get up here and put a cape on for another man. I just think that if you wanna, I'm just saying that if y'all believe what y'all say and y'all think that's the right way, and there's somebody who's popular speaking against it, the character assassination attempts won't work. It's the same thing they do to Donald Trump, and now we're doing it. Come on now, it's the same thing we were getting mad at the left for. Now we're doing it. Come on now, like let's sit here and debate. Prove them wrong. That's what I say, and that's where I sit on that.
All right, guys, a lot of stuff's been cooking up. Candace is still going, guys, and she has a lot to say, so let's hear it.
Tucker Carlson somehow supports Mamdani. I don't know. Take a listen.
So I texted him and I said, thanks so much for calling. It means the world. It truly does. Should we do a show together talking about the DSA threat, Democratic Socialists of America threat, and orienting in the same direction? Happy to do whatever it takes to bring everyone back together for the fight that matters. And Tucker then wrote back, thanks, man. I appreciate it. I'm going to spend the next week or two thinking about how to be most effective. The country is clearly on the brink. I reached out repeatedly. After that, nothing happened. And again, I thought it was a good idea at the time. I think I felt differently after I saw what he did with Nick Fuentes, and after he proceeded, in my opinion, to spend the subsequent weeks doing literally nothing to fight the left. I say this with sadness because Tucker used to be, I think, a deeply important part of the conservative push to win. The number of times that Tucker Carlson has mentioned Zoran Mamdani since October 5th on his show is once. And it was in the context of Marjorie Taylor Greene and Tucker Carlson talking about the appeal of Zoran Mamdani. Just by way of contrast, not because I'm a perfect representative here, but because you've talked about Zoran Mamdani a lot. A lot of us have. Since October 5th, I did 17 separate shows on Zoran Mamdani, including 4 in the last week before the election. Okay, because when you're orienting against the left, you really should orient against the left.
Of course you would.
So this just makes no sense. It makes entirely no sense. He's upset because I guess Tucker doesn't want to do a show with him in the future. A lot of stuff goes on in the background that you guys don't understand. So, okay, that's on Tucker. If Tucker doesn't want to collab with Ben, that's on him. Also, it's Tucker's platform. So what it means when you have your own show, which I don't know why the shock's Ben, is you can talk about whatever you want. If Tucker wants to do 6 months and he just wants to cover sports, it's his prerogative, and people can tune in or they can tune out. That's what the free markets mean. The free markets does not mean that the very same people who tried to artificially push Tucker out of the markets, the same people that applauded him being fired, the same people that have called him an anti-Semite, then get to dictate what he speaks about on his show. Like that actually just makes entirely no sense. It's not Tucker's responsibility. Doesn't live in New York City. It's not his responsibility to use his platform to speak about Mamdani 17 times. It's very strange. But to the insinuation that Tucker somehow supported Mamdani and said like nice things about him when he sat down with Marjorie Taylor Greene, here's actually what Tucker said with Marjorie Taylor Greene. And you be the judge of whether you think Ben is being an honest person when he describes it in the manner that he just did. Take a listen to Tucker.
It's interesting. You said a second ago that when people are really frustrated when they're
the system they live under fails them, they listen to voices that they shouldn't listen to or wouldn't listen to under any other circumstance. Like, how did Al Sharpton get to be the leader of Black America or whatever? I mean, it's like it's a thing. Desperate people tend to go to crappy leaders, I think. And I just can't get over what happened in our biggest city this week, the very same week that everybody in D.C. is focused thousands of miles away on the greatest threat we face, Iran's nuclear program. I don't want Iran to have the bomb. I'm not pro-Iran,
No,
obviously.
we're not pro-Iran.
Yeah.
Like, why do we have to say it?
No,
But
right.
we do.
It's dumb.
Here's the
But
disclaimer.
at the same time that everybody was looking to Iran, our largest city had a Democratic primary, effectively the mayor's race, and like 32-year-old socialist who wants government-run grocery stores gets elected. He's going to likely run our biggest city.
Yeah.
In the country.
Right. New York.
And it's like, why did that happen? Is it because people are so like desperate for government-run grocery stores or love socialism or love like foreign-born midwits running their cities? Probably not. That guy was the only person in the New York City mayor's debate to say he wanted to focus on New York City. All the candidates were asked, if you could visit a foreign country, what would it be? And they, of course, all had an answer. I think most said Israel. Great. And he said, I wouldn't go anywhere. I'd stay in New York. And like, if I want to meet Jewish constituents, I go to their synagogues, their homes or whatever, but I'd be here in New York because that's what I'm doing. I'm running New York. That's my job.
Well, he gave the right answer.
He gave the right answer. He gave the right answer at least. And he's talking, I totally oppose his program.
Absolutely.
To be clear. I don't think it works. But he's talking about economics.
Yep.
And everyone else is talking about foreign policy.
You're the mayor.
So he said what I said. I am describing to you why Mamdani won, and you're angry that people are assessing why that happened. It doesn't matter how many times you call somebody an anti-Semite. People appreciated, it's very obvious, the fact that he was not focused on foreign policy issues when there's so many domestic ones to prove from. You got to learn why you lose elections, and it's not Tucker's job to get people elected, least of all in cities that he doesn't live in. Now, I want to also show you what Ben said about me, because it's so outrageous and it's so dishonest that we actually should process what is happening here, okay? This is a watershed moment. Ben does not have it together. He is very insecure, and he's going on the attack against Megyn Kelly by lying about what I said and then forcing her to react to the evil of what I never said. Here's what Ben said.
We're in a business where people comment on what we say publicly. Again, this is why I think you and I differ on our angle with regard to, for example, Candace Owens. I think that what Candace Owens is doing right now is evil. It is evil what she is doing right now.
And they cheer for
and
that.
I say that again.
But what
Because
like I didn't opine on whether it's evil or not, but my position is it's really none of my business. And
why is it? But I have a question. Why is it none of your business? I mean, you comment on these things for a living.
I'm not mother of the internet.
No, but if this were on the left and somebody were accusing Charlie Kirk of his wife having murdered him, I assume that you would be talking about it.
Is that what Candace is accusing Erica of?
Yes.
Of murdering her own husband?
She's accusing TPUSA insiders and other members of the right wing, including Seth Dillon, of being involved in the murder of Charlie Kirk. Yes.
It's just, I don't even know how to respond to it because it just never happened. It's so crazy. He's not even anywhere near what's happened. Anybody who's watched this show, I actually was getting flack from my audience for not covering Erica's past or speaking about her parents.
It just seems like he's trying to get people to be on his side.
Yeah, he gonna rock with his people regardless, no matter really what's said or done. That's why him and Candace clashed in the first place, because before all that, before October the 7th, him and Candace was, I mean, maybe they wasn't best friends, but they was on the same network. That was cool.
He owns that network.
Yeah, so it's like that we know why. He gonna rock behind his people regardless about anything. So, but Candace, I agree with Candace on this for sure, because he did just lie to push a narrative that he would, he wants people to believe.
And it hurt my heart, Officer Tatum pushing the same narrative on his last interview. He said this shit evil.
Interestingly enough, I think that this stuff is just not working. It's fracturing the base.
Bro, look at just look at the engagement, guys. 100,000 likes. 100,000.
We gotta keep it 100.
Candace is a dog.
We gotta keep it 100. I just think that what Tucker and them said about Mamdani is facts. All these other guys talking about this foreign policy stuff, and Mandani talking about, I'm gonna go talk to the people, I'm gonna get the people what they want, I'm gonna lower costs, make it cheaper, and we're gonna do all this. We already know New York expensive as hell.
I think it's okay to admit why someone won. Like Vivek even said that. That's just like I always use sports references, but like you play another team, you're like, yeah, they ran the ball well. That doesn't mean you're cheering for the other team. You're acknowledging what they did, so that next election, we can know what we need to do in order to win. So I don't think that it's supporting Mandami. I don't think Tucker was supporting him by saying the reasons that he won, because you do have to be real and acknowledge the things that he said that got him elected.
It just seems like, man,
we don't support Mandami at all. I don't know how a Muslim won a mayor position in America, but it happened.
I keep it 100.
Because he's a politician.
They did a thing. A lot of people who voted for him are also foreign born. A lot of them are young Democrats, mostly women. But it's interesting. He just talked about what the people want. He gave the people what they want. That's why I said, he listened to what people are saying. People are saying that we're in an affordability crisis. He said, I'm going to make government-run grocery stores so your taxes going to feed you. That's not possible. He said, I'm going to make buses free. We already saw months ago that they made the fare in New York expensive. Put a tax on people to go through somewhere to lower the congestion traffic. We already knew that New York was expensive. And he spoke to all those problems. He spoke to what people wanted to hear, and that's why he won. It's a pretty simple concept, really.
Yeah, man. Just seeing these messages between her and Charlie, it's pretty scary.
She be pulling up
guys.
receipts, bro.
It's pretty scary,
Candace
guys. Look, Charlie says you're bigger than Ben now. He went to the White House and he realized that. We just have to treat him like noise. So it's like, it's
I mean, I feel like, just being honest, if we're being completely honest, we know that Ben Shapiro is 100% biased.
I actually saw a tweet they pulled up from his page that was old, and he said, I would 100% waive the Born in America rule for Bibi to be the United States president.
Who is Bibi?
Benjamin Netanyahu.
Yes.
They call him BB.
No way.
I'll pull it up right now, and we can put it on the screen.
Yeah, man.
I mean, he's obviously, that's what I'm saying, he's biased. Candace, I feel like Candace says what she thinks. She doesn't have a bias. Why would she, Candace is a truth teller.
But guys, I mean, I just want y'all to go watch Officer Tatum's interview, guys.
This is a tweet from 2011. I will gladly waive the Born in the USA requirement for presidency for BB.
Wow.
May 25th, 2011.
Look, I'm not gonna play any clips of this, guys, but just go watch it, guys. And might have been my last final straw. I like OT, that's my guy, man. I
rock with OT.
I like their conservative takes, but when it comes to this, guys, we just have to say, we keep it real. When it comes to this situation, they're acting like...
We're going to talk to him about it. We're going to have OT on here, and we're going to talk to him about it.
Because we have to, man.
We men. We want to talk man-to-man about this, and we going to see.
Man, OT is the guy, man. Like, honestly, if something happened to OT, man, we going to fly to Arizona.
We rock with OT.
At the funeral.
As a person.
Seriously.
He's a good dude.
With OT. We have a personal relationship with him.
That don't mean we got to agree with everything.
Nothing but cool with us. This is just an interesting issue because I just know a lot of young people are very torn on this issue. We saw people were protesting October 7th during the presidential election. We knew that this was a huge issue, and it's continued to get more and more split. People are definitely feeling some type of way on this. And the nonstop support and scolding from people not listening to what the American people are saying is why we're in this predicament now. And it's interesting to me because I've seen a lot of liberal influencers and large people in the Democratic space have been making a stance on this issue. Mandami made a stance on this issue and also spoke to a lot of other issues that the people were saying. And look how he put belt to ass in the election.
That's a bad. The New York is still a bad image.
I don't know, bro. I don't think it is.
He's gonna win out either way.
I don't think it is, bro.
I think he won because, like Candace said,
and we watched Jennifer Welch, the white woman who's from Oklahoma City, talking about it, and she said herself, "We're gonna get on your ass if you taking money from AIPAC. We won't vote for you in the Democratic side." And she's one of their top dogs right now. Hassan have said it. He's one of their top dogs.
But hey man, look,
he went off that economy stuff.
Correlation here.
All right.
We did see these guys. I don't know these guys, but these are the same guys that just interviewed Ben Shapiro on that first clip.
It's called Trigger Warning. That's their podcast.
They probably, they with that side. I think that you can tell the truth about it. That's why I really respect Candace, because I do believe Candace says exactly what she thinks always. And that's why, I'm going to keep it real. I'm way more with Candace than Nick Fuentes. I'm with the America First stuff. I like the way Candace does it, but I'm definitely hard against interracial marriages and a lot of the stuff Nick says I don't rock with, just keeping it real. I respect them, but I agree with Candace a lot more on all of this stuff, me personally.
I rock with Candace. They'll never make me hate Candace Owens. I also would like to point out the fact that they're saying to cancel Nick Fuentes. Nick Fuentes is way past being canceled. The man's been canceled years before, and look where he's at now. Canceled from YouTube, canceled from Spotify, canceled from all these other social media platforms. Dude has millions of followers and listeners. They're trying to cancel the man. It's just not going to work.
Yeah, so, man, they're calling Tucker Carlson and Candace Owens demons, guys. And this has been going on, guys. I mean, I don't know.
And it's always old people on the accounts. It's always old Republicans, these establishment people. Then y'all no disrespect. You got to respect your elders. But I think all that doing what y'all say in politics has got us young people to where they are now, feeling how they feel.
You got to go off who you respect.
They're not listening to them.
I respect Tucker. I respect Candace. I respect OT. But this right here, this situation, and just like, bro, like, is you keeping it real? That's just my, Bishop Hero, he just biased.
He's very biased.
OT, are you keeping it real? But this clip right here has everybody upset. This is the true problem. They're mad about the Nick Fuentes interview, but this right here, they lost their marbles over this.
Entered high school, and my older sister's boyfriend made me watch a documentary. It was called Loose Change. I will never forget it. Never, ever forget it. I came out of watching that documentary, which I think if you looked it up today, it would say conspiracy theories about 9/11. But irrespective of how they want to categorize it, at the very least, you came out of it recognizing that not everything was told to the public about that day.
We know that a group of Israeli art students, who clearly were not art students, clearly some of them were aligned with Israeli intelligence, were arrested and held for quite some time in the United States before being released without charges. And we know that a group of them, again, I'm quoting an FBI document here, not the internet, filmed the attacks on 9/11, and I'm quoting, seemed to have foreknowledge of those attacks.
And watch this clip from our trusted news source, CNN. Take a listen.
Another development on Saturday, New York officials revealed at a news conference here in the city that a hijacker's passport was found blocks from the World Trade Center crash site, if you can believe that. No other details were given, but the discovery prompted the FBI and police to expand the search area down in Lower Manhattan.
I like how even the newscaster says, if you can believe that, because nope, I refuse to believe that, and you should not either.
Somebody, or group of people, made massive bets against the airlines involved in the 9/11 attacks and against the banks housed in the buildings that fell. Okay, so that is proof. I think any normal person would say that's proof of foreknowledge.
Larry was quite lucky. He obtained the lease for the Twin Towers just 6 weeks prior to 9/11. 6 weeks prior. He obtained the lease, and he also took out an insurance policy, which fortunately included coverage for acts of terrorism. So when it came time to collect, when the towers went down, Silverstein claimed that there were 2 incidences of terror, since 2 buildings were hit by the planes, which allowed him to seek double indemnity. So to be clear, he collected $4.5 billion from insurance on the towers that he had invested in just 6 weeks prior to the 9/11 attacks. But by the way, Larry was even more lucky than that, unbelievably. Every morning, he used to have breakfast. He used to take breakfast meetings at the World Trade Center. But on the morning of 9/11, and by the way, this is according to Larry in interviews, he just broke his own routine. He, fortunately, on the morning of 9/11, had a dermatologist appointment. So he didn't take breakfast in the towers, and that spared his life.
Pretty convenient.
What began to make me wonder, and I have no idea what happened in 9/11, but it's very clear that there's a lot of lying around it, was the collapse of Building 7. And all the wackos would be like, Building 7, Building 7. I'd be like, shut up, wackos. And then if you just sort of look at it, you're like, well, that is very weird, actually. No plane hit that building. And does this happen a lot when buildings catch fire? Right, okay.
If we talk about it, we're instantly called conspiracy theorists. We're instantly called 9/11 truthers. We're instantly called anti-Semitic. And let me tell you, the only word for all of this, if you're not interested if you don't find this to be remarkably suspicious, if you don't realize that we were not told everything about 9/11, the only word, the only adjective that should be launched on you is you're anti-American. And that's worst of all. I'd rather be called everything in the entire world than be called anti-American. And that's what these people in the media are. They're anti-American cowards. And you know what? I just won't play their game.
Well, that speaks for itself.
Wow. You know, I'm speechless.
Speaks for itself.
I'm speechless.
There's a lot of interesting developments that have been going on, truly.
I mean, it's kind of like the Charlie thing. Why are people wrong for trying to figure out the truth?
Yeah, that's my problem. Like, it's like, we can make content. Like, I mean, it's a conspiracy theory. Like, why get upset and call someone, you know, racist?
If it's
when people
pro-America take, I don't see why.
Yeah,
such a crazy.
It's just
it's just interesting to me that when you start going against a certain thing, a lot of, or you start questioning something, it's almost like you're being told, "Shut up, you're wrong." You shut up, you're wrong. Shut up, you're wrong, and then you get in trouble. You know, that to me is really interesting, and it's also interesting to me that people are being told they're wrong for seeking a source of information or all these other things, and it always comes from people who have loyalties to the thing that's being questioned. So to me, it's just like, I don't know. It's almost right in our faces.
I'm gonna just say what OT said, just so y'all can get a little context, guys. Go watch the video. But he's a great debater. He showed me how good he is at communicating his point.
He is good.
Because
he's intelligent.
When he said, you know, this is what his problem is with MAGA and just us, you know, trying to figure out all these things and just, you know, questioning. He said, so we trusted Dan Bongino and we trusted Cash Patel, right? He said everybody wanted these people in the government. So they got in the government and then they come and say, Jeffrey Epstein, he killed himself.
We know that. I said that same thing.
So it's like, we trusted and then all the stuff that people are saying, you know, I guess on this particular situation, he says, we trusted all these people and now we didn't get people. He said that people are basically living their life on these conspiracy theories and this is all they consume and they really believe this. So now these people that we said that we trusted, and if they give us this information, we will trust. And then they gave us the information, and when Cash Patel and Dan Bongino said Jeffrey Epstein died in a cell, everybody just went against that shit.
It's interesting because I understand what you're saying. I understand that's a valid point. That's a very valid point. But I believe the reason that people are upset is because Cash Patel and Dan Bongino both questioned the validity of that. Now that they're in position for a long time, and now that they're in position, they're reaffirming the thing they questioned. But we still haven't got the full, unadulterated, undoctored files.
And it wasn't
and that is people's issue. It's like, oh, we're not going to give you the files,
destroyed.
We're not going to give you the files. They're destroyed, and this is all we have. Take what we have. Okay, well then give us what you have.
And then they said the footage was edited. Somebody proved that.
Well, it's almost like, okay, we hear what you're saying, and we've heard that for years and years and years, and you guys vowed that if you were to get in a position, you would give us the files, you give us the proof. Yeah. Yet we still haven't got the proof in the files. So,
but it wasn't just how they vowed. It was how they were very, very strong about it. Like Cash Patel said, he was going to take the FBI and make it a museum for the deep state. Dan Bongino got himself canceled because he was going so hard. So you can't go from going that hard to then agreeing like you would have went hard.
You can't be
you
so
would have went that hard on
anti-establishment.
yourself. If you could react to you, if Cash could have reacted to, if old Cash could have reacted to new Cash, he would have got the same thing. They would have grilled themselves.
You can't be so anti-establishment and then say, if I'm in position of this establishment, I'm gonna tear down the establishment just to get into the establishment and be a part of the establishment. It's interesting. I just think that a lot of the stuff that we were promised, we're not getting. A lot of the things that were supposed to make America great, we're not getting. I mean, it's almost like the Elon Musk thing. Oh, I'm pro-America, I'm pro-America, I'm pro-America. And then he's like, oh, we need to bring more H-1B visas here. And people was like, fuck no. That's the same thing. No, it's not the same thing because you claim to be pro-America, but you want to bring in foreign talent. Fuck that.
I think that's.
I don't support H-1B visas. I didn't vote for that. I would never support a candidate who says, "Oh, I want to import foreign labor. That's not making America great. I don't want to see a bunch of foreigners here in jobs that we can put Americans in.
I definitely
and
see
it's the same thing.
It is. They got upset about it, so it is.
People were upset about it. That's why people don't support Vivek.
Yeah.
They don't support him because he's Indian.
That's 100% why they don't. No. It's not because he's Indian. It's not because he's Indian. It's because on Christmas he came out and said, American values are wrong. We should try to be smart and we should bring in foreign labor.
Real quick.
I don't support that.
I think that's different.
I don't rock with that.
Hold on, real
That's
quick.
why they don't like Vivek. I think that's a valid reason to not like him.
Okay, real quick.
Me personally.
Let me get one thing in. Okay, I see what you're saying, but I think that is different because that's one topic versus a whole, like, they don't cancel you if you don't agree with that. Whereas with this, if you don't agree with that, they're coming out saying you're evil. They're canceling you. And then there's the 9/11 thing. You know, they didn't have none of all these things. It's a lot deeper than just a disagreement. It's you're evil, we're canceling you, bank accounts, this and that. That's just a topic disagreement, which is normal in politics. But this other thing is deeper than that.
Oh, it's way deeper than that. That's very valid. Very valid take. Very valid take. You got me there. Very valid take.
People already have said Jeffrey Epstein was a foreign intelligence. They already said that, JFK, something happened with JFK with that situation. Is that not all like
JFK was killed after trying to make AIPAC register as a foreign lobby.
So it's like, if that's the type of stuff that's happened, like, do people not see those type of correlations? And if they question it,
they do, but you can't because all the people who questioned it. The first time I ever heard of this it's gonna sound funny, but it was when Nick Cannon and they canceled Wild 'N Out. That was my first time hearing about this whole thing.
Hey, my parents don't want me to speak on this type of stuff, y'all.
I'm not gonna lie.
It's a platform we don't speak as YouTube, you know.
I'll be honest.
Let's see what happens.
Listen, I'll be honest.
Let's see what happens.
Might be working jobs, y'all.
I don't claim to be the smartest person on this issue. I don't claim to have know it all. I don't claim to be the one to listen to. I'm just voicing my opinion, and this is just me voicing my opinion and information that I have come to believe based on the information that I have taken in and the things that I've seen.
But to them, it's an evil presence coming upon us. Like they said, Candace and Tucker.
I don't believe
evil
that.
presence.
I don't believe that. I'll never put on. I'm a Christian man. I believe in Jesus Christ. I believe He's my Savior. He will protect me, and I will trust in Lord.
That's
Jesus
not what y'all
Christ.
think, though, guys.